All right, welcome in everybody. Get this camera straightened up here. This is another TTM video. We get autographs, TTM, through the mail. Send your favorite athlete or celebrity your card or a photograph along with a self-addressed stamped envelope requesting their autograph. And you'll be quite surprised how many times you get a return back. When we do, we come straight to YouTube, make videos. That way, if someone sees their favorite athlete or celebrity, they can say, hey, I need to send one to that guy and get his autograph as well. We've got 4 today. Without further ado, we're going to get right into it. First one comes from my favorite post office, North Texas. We've gotten this guy before on photographs. This is 70-year-old former All-Pro safety for the Dallas Cowboys, 10 years from 1970 to 79, Cliff Harris. He was on 5 Super Bowl teams. He won 2 of them, won number 6 and 12. 6 times in the Pro Bowl, on the NFL All-Decade team for the 1970s. And as I've said before, those All-Decade teams, you can just look at those teams and they're riddled with Hall of Fame players up and down the lineups. Cliff Harris is the only defensive player on that all-decade team in the 70s who's not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He was a finalist at one time. He just fell short of election, and hopefully he'll get back in there maybe this year when they do the 20 for 2020. Who knows? That time's coming up soon. He was a great, great player. Got that back in 17 days, and there was no fee for potential Hall of Famer Cliff Harris. Moving right along, number 2 comes from New Orleans, Louisiana. And that is, another 70-year-old. This is a former quarterback for 14 years, from 71 to 84, mostly for the Saints, as you see here. 1 of 1 and 2 of 2 from Archie Manning. Of course, he's better known now as the father of NFL great quarterbacks Peyton Manning and Eli Manning. But he was a great player in his own right. First in college at Ole Miss, where he made it to the College Football Hall of Fame. And then, he was a 2-time Pro Bowler in the NFL, playing for some really bad teams down in there in New Orleans. They used to just beat the pulp out of him every week. I think during his career in New Orleans, he averaged about 33 or 34 sacks a year. And remember, they were only playing 14-game schedules, I think, back then. So not good. He really took a beating in his career. But decent player in the NFL. Great, one of the greats in the college football annals. And he's in the College Football Hall of Fame. Got that back in 21 days. No fee for Archie Manning. He's a good signer, been a dependable signer through all these years. Third up is also coming from North Texas. All right. This is former wide receiver and kick returner for 11 professional seasons in both. Ooh, look at that tall boy. 94 game day card. Taller than your normal card. You need a special holder for these to keep them. They don't go in binders. There's special hard cards they sell for these. But that's Rocket Ismail, Notre Dame's own. He signs it Rocket. Blue Sharpie. That 3. Oh, I love that card. I love that Pro Set card. Rocket 25. Pretty cool. And that's a number he wore in the CFL as well. Then he had to wear, of course, in the 80s when he's a receiver in the NFL. They have requirements for positions. You have to wear certain numbers. Nice. Well, finished second in the Heisman. As you see there, in 1990, he was Walter Camp Player of the Year. Walter Camp is voted on by head coaches and college sports information directors, and won the Walter Camp Player of the Year award, which usually means you're going to win the Heisman. The Rocket finished second to Ty Detmer in the Heisman Trophy balloting. Ty Detmer had a great year at BYU. Consensus All-American, great athlete. He also ran track at Notre Dame. Got that back from the Rocket. Two different kinds. These two cards my buddy sent. My friend who helps get TTMs, he does not collect autographs, but he helps me get them through the mail. I sent this a while back, got these back in 84 days. And then Rocket must be one of those guys who keeps his requests piled up and then signs a large group at one time. And my buddy sent these, and he got these back in 8 days. I got these two back in 84 days. So it's hit or miss with him. You never know when he's going to sign or if he's going to sign. So he usually gets them back to you. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing how long it'll be. But there's no fee, of course, for Rocket Ismail, and he'll sign it Rocket. Fourth and last one, we'll get the easel. It feels like an 8x10. And it's coming from Michigan. And it is two 8x10s from 75-year-old former right-handed pitcher for 10 seasons, mostly for the Tigers, as you see here. That tape is on the hard card, not the photograph. Let's see if we can get that off. Well, he taped it again with his white tape over my blue tape. Then he's got a business card taped on here as well. And it says, please listen to our podcast, No Filters, sportspodcast.com, or just Google Eli and Denny podcast. That's cool. Denny McLain, 31-6, 1968. Cy, 68-69. MVP, 1968. This one signed Denny McLain, 31-6 and 68. Cy, 68-69. MVP in 68. So I don't need to go through my spiel. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Had a high leg kick. Won back-to-back Cy Youngs. Last person to win 30 games. He won 31 and 68. That'll never be broken again. I mean, these guys nowadays with their pitching every 5 days and pitch counts and so forth, I think the leader this year won 22 games maybe. If he finished his career 131 and 91, had some gambling issues and served some time in prison for racketeering. But anyway, that's Denny McLain, two-time Cy Young Award winner and MVP. In fact, he was the first pitcher in the American League to win the MVP. He won it in 68. First one since 1952. When another TTM classic guy, Bobby Shantz, won it in 1952. And he signs through the mail. He's a Hall of Fame TTMer. Anyway, I got this back in 60 days from Denny McLain. There is a $5 fee per. So I think he charges $5 per card or $5 per photo. I'd much rather have a photo than a card, all things being equal. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Got returns from potential Hall of Famer Cliff Harris. College football.